Hello, fourth grade. Mr. Sweet coming at you with another multi-digit multiplication lesson. This is going to be day 3. Our essential question of the day is, what strategies can you use to multiply two-digit numbers? All right, let's look at example 1. Carrie made this model to find the product of 32 times 17. Her model is incorrect. And we need to find out, what did Carrie do wrong? So what did she do wrong? So for this problem, we have two factors, 32 times 17, and this was done with the area model and using expanded form to break apart the factors. We took 17, and that is broken up into 10 and 7, and then we took 32, and we did expanded form of 30 and 2. So guys, take just a moment. So she got 40 here, 37 here, 12 here, and 9 here. So take a look. What did she do wrong? Give you guys a few seconds to kind of see if you can figure out what's going on. If you said she added, you're correct. So instead of multiplying 30 times 10, she just added. So she did 30 plus 10, got 40, 30 plus 7, 37, and then 2 plus 10 is 12, and then 2 plus 7 is 9. So again, we're kind of playing detective a little bit with this problem. You'll be doing a problem like this on your own, and you'll be playing a detective there. So again, she added her partial products. Well, no, she actually added instead of multiplying when she found her partial products. So let's scroll down and let's find the correct product. So again, we've already done the work and we've taken those factors and did expanded form. So again, you just multiply each quadrant. So we know 30 times 10, you do 3 times 1 is 3. Add your 2 zeros, 1, 2, out of each factor, 300. And then you have 30 times 7. So again, add or multiply your basic fact out of each factor, which is 3 and 7. We get 21, and then add your 0. And then we go down to the quadrant here at the bottom. Go and select a color to match that, maybe an orange. We know 2, we're going to multiply times 10. So 2 times 10 is 20. And then we finish out our last quadrant of our area model is 2 times 7 is 14. Now, we are halfway there. Remember these 4 numbers here, 300, 210, 20, and 14 are partial products, meaning they're only part of the answer. So we just need to add, and we can add sideways if you want. We can add going left to right. We can put them all 4 on top of each other. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you guys are adding all 4 of your partial products. So we know 300 plus 210 is 510. And then we're going to add that to the bottom. We know 20 plus 14 is 34. And I think just to keep it consistent, we'll just put that over here. We know that is 510. And at the bottom, we know that is 34. And as we add them together, 510 plus 34. We add our 2 partial products of 544 to get our final product. Okay, guys, pause the video. If you have any questions, go ahead. This is the time to review anything about area models, expanded form, and I will see you on the next example. Welcome back, fourth grade. We are now going to do example 2, which is a word problem. I'm going to go ahead and start reading our word problem. There are 3 new seats in each row in a school auditorium. There are 15 rows in the auditorium. Each new seat costs $74. What is the cost for the new seats? So again, we'll go to cubes. This is our acronym, cubes. First thing we'll do is circle any information we need to know. Okay, we know there are 3 new seats in each row. There are 15 rows. And each new seat costs $74. Okay, then we'll go and underline the question. What is the cost for the new seats? So something Ms. Riker kind of shared with us is when you do your questions, you underline it, but also you want to identify how many questions you have to answer. In this case, it is 1 question. And I normally tell my class to write it up here, 1 question. So you're only asked to answer 1 question. That is, what is the cost of the new seats? So again, we know there are 3 new seats and there are 15 rows. So think about that. If there's 3 seats and there's 15 rows, we're going to use multiplication to figure out this part. So we're just going to do 15 times 3. We get 45, and that's going to be 45 total seats in the auditorium. And then it tells us here each new seat costs $74. So if one of these $74, then we're going to use, you guessed it, multiplication to figure out the final cost. I'll go ahead and choose a different color. So I'm going to do $74 times, and then I will do our cost of 45, or the amount of seats of 45. So I'm just going to do the regrouping method. 4 times 5 is 20. 7 times 5 is 35. Add your carryover, 37. Add your 0 here for your second partial product. I'm going to go ahead and erase my carryover. And I'm going to go 4 times 4 is 16. Carry the 1 over. 4 times 7, 28, plus the 1, 29. So 2,960. If I add these 2 partial products, 13, 10, 13, I get 3,330. Okay. All right, so 3,330 is the cost for the new seats. Okay, guys, go ahead and pause the video if you have any questions. Rewind, review if you need to. I'll see you on problem 1. Welcome back, 4th grade. We are doing problem number 1. I'll go ahead and read it. Khaleesi made this model to find the product of 17 times 36. Her model is incorrect. What did she do wrong? All right, so go ahead and you are going to answer your video on It's Learning. So go ahead and pause the video. And answer your question on It's Learning now. See you for problem number 2. Welcome back. Problem number 2 for today is, what is the actual product of 17 times 36? So in this case, they gave you an area model. Just find your partial products, add those together. Answer your video and It's Learning. Just draw on the area or arrow. Let you know, pause video. Your question will be on It's Learning. Go ahead and pause now and answer your question. And I'll see you for problem number 3. And moving on to problem number 3. What is the product of 93 times 46? Use any method to solve. So any method you could use regrouping, you could use area model, partial products, up to you. Go ahead, pause the video now, and answer on its learning. And we are in our last problem for today's lesson, problem number 4. Ray and Ella helped move their school library to a new building. Ray packed 27 boxes with 25 books in each box. Ella packed 23 boxes with 30 books in each box. How many more books did Ella pack? I'd recommend when you guys answer this problem, don't forget your cues. Okay. And go ahead and pause the video. You're going to answer your question on its learning for problem number 4. Go ahead and pause the video now. And this is our last problem of the day. Thanks for watching.